Mega Shark vs. Giant Octopus is maybe the greatest movie of all time. I mean, one of the actors' names is Lorenzo Lamas, so how could this movie be bad? We start in the Chukchi Sea off the Alaskan coast. I mean, I probably wouldn't go there, it only has a 3.7 out of over 200 reviews. So, there are these people in this helicopter doing illegal sonar testing there, and some of the line deliveries in this movie are amazing, like,
"Okay, Speedbird. This is amazing."
Then, oh no, the very real, not CGI glaciers start breaking. Like, I get it's low budget, but come on. Then we meet Emma and this other guy who literally doesn't matter. Then, the people in the helicopter are about to launch a missile. I don't even know. So clearly the people in the helicopter don't know about these people in the submarine. Then, the sonar falls further down into the water, now next to the submarine, which messes up all of their stuff and makes the submarine sonar start glitching out as well. It also makes the glacier wall fall. I'm not really sure, like I said, this movie is
amazing.
Anyway, the glacier wall falling releases Giant Octopus and Mega Shark. No! We then go to Kobayashi's subsea drilling platform off of the Japanese coast. These three people on a large oil mine are talking to each other about who knows what.
Like urinating on coworkers? Haven't you guys ever been to a frat party?
Then, the giant octopus attacks. Then it just leaves it be for a while, I guess. I don't know, this movie does that a lot. Now we're in Point Doom, California. So many place changes, it's
amazing.
No, because this movie's writing and line delivery is so perfect.
It's weak.
Good sleep, Dick.
Get pills, huh?
So, now there's a dead whale that's been washed up on the beach and it's been attacked by something. Emma thinks that it has to have been something natural that did it because she sees a part of a tooth inside the whale. Then this doctor says the craziest thing ever.
You name one thing in that ocean that causes damage like that, besides you.
So, Emma then promptly storms away. We find out that she stole the submarine with that unnamed man and is probably gonna get fired in the morning. So what does she do? What does she think is the best idea in this scenario? Sneak into where the whale is and get the tooth. And she was right, there was a tooth there. So then we cut to an airplane with all these random people. And I was very confused by now because why are we in an airplane with this random dude? This is why.
Holy shit!
The plane gets taken down and sadly that random dude is no longer in the movie. Emma gets fired and then goes to meet with her old professor from college. They go back to his house to test the tooth and see what it belongs to, and lo and behold, it's a megalodon. They never say Mega Shark in this movie, and I'm really bugged by it because why name the movie this if you're not gonna say it? Like, come on. Also, in the background of the testing room, there's this framed picture that says Gay Street. Pride Month's overdue. That's crazy. Professor Sanders gets a call from Dr. Shimada, a man who I haven't mentioned yet, earlier in the movie when the oil rig got attacked by the octopus. Remember that? There was a survivor who Dr. Shimada questioned. Emma and the professor go to San Fran Airport and meet Dr. Shimada there. Dr. Shimada in the US, baby. They basically talk about how the government are little babies and don't want global panic about these crazy things. This seems awfully familiar. Also, Professor has an Obama sticker. You know he's the guy. They get back to the professor's house and Dr. Shimada shows them illustrations done by the survival of the oil rig incident. Then there's some knocks on the door. The professor goes and grabs a package. It's a disc. It's the footage from when Emma and the man were in the submarine. How did this get here? I have no clue. Now viewing the footage from the submarine, our characters see visual proof of the Mega Shark and Giant Octopus. Like they didn't already know, but it's okay, whatever. We cut again out to the US lead destroyer in the Pacific Ocean. By now, I'm used to cutting away, like whatever, I'm on board. These people are on a mission. Even with as many shots as they shoot at the big old shark, they don't hurt him a bit. Mega Shark came to kill, not be killed. Mega Shark downs the entire boat, and after that, it's morning and we're back at the professor's house. And Dr. Shimada is still there. Then guards break into the house, oh no! Now we're at Treasure Island US Naval Air Command Station. They start talking about ways they can take down the shark, and then this government dude says the best thing in the whole movie.
Now clearly, we're dealing with a menace.
Even though the government dude is a huge dick, he is
amazing.
So then they walk into this control room and they have the CD. How? Nah, it's chill, don't worry. Anyway, they hand it to the people there and now everyone has seen the shark and squid and they know what they need to do. Our protagonists, Emma, the professor, and Shimada want to capture the beasts, not kill them, but the government does not care. They want them gone and dead, buddy. They come to an agreement and make a plan. They just need to figure out how to get one to San Francisco Bay and one to Tokyo Bay. For legit minutes, they just mix together these colors, and then Dr. Shimada and Emma start talking all lovey-dovey. And then they kiss. Emma says she's gonna go for a walk twice, and Shimada follows, but it's not a walk at all. It's a weirdly shot sex scene. After Dr. Shimada is done being all romantic, bringing up smell and its physical attraction, then boom, Emma realizes how they can get them to the bays with pheromones. If they put pheromones where they want them to go, they will go there. This is awesome! The government man doesn't trust that this will work, so our old pal, the professor, says something that completely sways his judgment. It would sway yours too, watch!
Those guys have been frozen in ice for millions of years. Wouldn't you be a little horny?
So, after that, Shimada decides he'll go back to Tokyo to help with stuff there. So they say goodbye for now and hope to see each other again soon. Now they are scouting the areas, waiting for one of the creatures to come. A pilot sees one on his radar, but he's not close enough to get a good read, so Government Man tells him to fly lower or else. He then gets whacked out of the sky by the octopus. They fire a bunch of missiles at the octopus, but it doesn't work, obviously, because it hasn't worked so far, so like, why would it now? Anyway, they set off some of the bait and now the shark is on the way to them, and the octopus is on the way to Tokyo. Professor and Emma are in a submarine attached to the ship that is carrying a bunch of the pheromones. To get the shark to go directly where they want, they place it on the floor of the sea, but then of fucking course it won't let go. Mr. Governdick says,
You two lovebirds want to quit jerking off and drop that thing?
I mean, this movie crazy.
Sharkzilla's.
This movie! The shark is only 5 minutes away and they're still suck. Then, apparently the shark gets so fast that it's faster than a jet. I don't know the logic behind that, but now it's gonna be there in 2 minutes. Then, Mr. Government Man says when he gives the call, shoot to kill, betraying our heroes. Emma and the professor start driving back to the ship, and then the shark swims right past them and bumps them. The government starts shooting at the shark. The people in the sub are fighting to get back. The shark is being shot at still. Then, they think the shark has been destroyed, killed, deaded. They start celebrating, but then, he's back. Then the shark bites the army ship in half, and then he starts heading towards the Golden Gate Bridge, and he chomps it right in half as well, and somehow our submarine guys know all of this happened. Eventually they get back to the ship and get on a call with Dr. Shimada. He tells them that the Tokyo attempt was a disaster as well, and that they only made the octopus more angry. The shark and the octopus are now gone from all raiders everywhere. They're hiding. The government man says that they should just nuke the beasts, but that wouldn't work. It would leave the oceans dead and distraught. Then, Emma has this crazy dream montage of everything that's happened so far, basically giving you a recap in case you forgot, which at this point was well needed because you probably took a nap. I mean, I don't know, honestly. Then, they finally figure out what they need to do. Get them to kill each other. She says if they put both pheromones in the same place that they will duke it out and both kill each other. It all makes sense now. They go into submarines and execute the plan, putting the pheromones in the water. Then, through a video call, our three main guys talk. They talk about how even though they all love each other very much, they may never see each other again. They know that it may not be the end, so don't be sad, for you may smile another day. They have plot armor, it's fine. There's an alert that there was an attack, but they don't know who did it. Then the shark swims into the submarine. They start driving away from the shark, but he's right on their tail. The shark goes away for a second so the Navy can show up, but then only 20 seconds later, the octopus takes down all the Navy subs besides theirs. The octopus then leaps towards them. Back at Dr. Shimada's submarine, they detect the beast. Back at Emma and the professor's submarine, they enter a small seawall to try and avoid the shark and octopus. The shark is right behind them, but they squeeze into this small hole. Then they cut off her line.
Captain, he...
I mean, I just can't believe. So, then the driver of the submarine, after being yelled at for too long, stands up and starts pointing a gun at the captain. What is going on in this movie? So, with no one driving the sub, it crashes into the wall. Then, Mr. Professor gets the great idea that he needs to drive the sub. Then the shark is only a second away from catching the submarine, but the octopus comes in clutch and starts grabbing him and fighting. The shark bites off the octopus's arm. The octopus inks the shark. Weird. Then we go back to Shimada's submarine. They start heading to where Emma and the professor are. Then we find out that Emma and the professor have just driven back to where the movie started, where Emma subbed with the random men. Then something hits them. The shark has them right in its mouth. They then get away, but the shark is headed right for them. They have to abandon ship, so our main characters get on a sub that detaches them from this sub, but everyone else on it gets killed by the mega shark. While in this tiny submarine, they find the Shimadas, but then Shimada gets wrapped up by the octopus. Emma goes in with the sub to save him despite of what Mr. Governdick says about it. Then the shark and the octopus fight again. The shark bites off tentacle after tentacle, yet they all look bored by this. Then the shark and the octopus die. The end. But wait! Shimada is alive! We cut to Emma and Shimada sitting on the beach. Shimada says he'll stay in the US with Emma. The professor then runs up to them with a red folder. There's another call to adventure and they all run off to go see what's next. The movie ends with Mega Shark and Giant Octopus dead, falling to the bottom of the ocean. This was a piece of media that was long. I would not call it a movie. 10 out of 10. I loved it. But let me know what you think. Do you agree with me? Disagree? Who knows?